Hold up, hold up, hold up. It's that boy G Planz. Don't give a damn. He cooler than a fan. Walking real tall. Some say he's a man.
Site, like I do it live, like a singogram or something. And so that's one of my songs that, you know, so like artists, this is what I'm trying to say, okay? It might not be the song that you like, or it might not be the song that you want to hit. It's always a song that you're not really into that hit. And I have a lot of people that can just, you know, that can testify to that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. So.
And so that came out, and then not too shortly after that, after I signed, I moved to Atlanta for like, I want to say it was like 2-3 months. And then, you know, all the legal thing came in. Everybody, you know, certain people went fed or whatever. Like just a lot of shit happened, which I felt delayed what I was trying to do with the company. And so I was forced to be on pause, you know.
Hey.
And this is when Lil Phat get murdered. Like this is when.
And I want to ask you how you. I want to ask you your take on that too. Like, well, first, "That's My Baby" was like one of my favorite records from you.
That's my baby. Nobody has to know. Yeah.
Down low.
Come on, nigga.
Hey,
yeah. Let me tell you the story behind that.
Ooh.
So I'm at the studio. It's like 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, fuck it, let me go home. I have no gas. I didn't make no money that day. I just was putting out stuff because I was just sending them shit back and forth. And so I'm like, fuck it, let me go home. I'm on a gas tank empty nigga. So I'm on my way home, almost home. I get a call. It's like 3:00 in the morning. It's from Mel from Trill Entertainment. And he was just like, man, we got this track. It go hard. We need you to put something to it. And so I'm like, right now, I'm looking at the time. I'm looking at my gas needle. It's nothing, nigga. And I'm like, fuck. I'm like, I'm not missing no opportunity. I've been sitting on my ass or just waiting for something to happen, and here it is. Fuck it. You know, whatever happens, happens. So I turned around. I was almost home, too. So I came all the way back to the studio, which is like almost 20 minutes away from my house, on E. And I heard the beat. I played. It had that fooling around sample going in the back. And I came up with "That's My Baby." Or whatever. I'm not sure what nigga I was thinking about at the time, but I came up with it then. Then I emailed it to him. I got in my car and I prayed. I'm like, Lord, let me make it home. So from the studio all the way 20 minutes back down the road on E, I was already on E. When I left the studio the first time, I made it back home. I went to sleep. I woke up the next morning. I called them and it was just like, that's it. This the one. This is what we going with. And it was just like, you know, fuck the gas tank on E, fuck everything else. And I'm like, you know, that was like one of my good moments. It was like, damn. And so that hit the radio. Whenever I was on Instagram one day, Tokyo Vanity was singing it on her Instagram. And I was just like, damn, I tapped in. I'm like, bitch, that's me singing it. You know what I'm saying? And so she's like, yeah, that's my favorite song. Y'all remember this? And so, yeah, that was like one of the songs that kind of broke me through a little bit through Louisiana. As far as not just Lafayette and Baton Rouge.
Man, Phat, man, like when he passed, like how did that, when you got the news, like how did it make you feel, where you was at? Because I didn't, like I said, I've heard other people's stories and people that's close to him like you know what I'm saying? I want to know how y'all feel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, when I got the news that he passed, it was like it fucked me up, because not only that, I had just been around them. You know what I'm saying? I had been around them a lot around that time in Atlanta. Like I said, I moved to Atlanta. And so not only that, when he would come to Lafayette to the club, like they would come, they would smoke and stuff like that. He was a real cool dude. He was ahead of his time. He had a lot of, you know, wisdom. He just seemed more mature than what his age really was, which was why a lot of street niggas rocked with him. You know what I'm saying? And so when I got the news that he passed, I was just like, fuck, you know, like damn, fucked up. And so I was supposed to sing at the funeral. I forget what happened, but I was supposed to sing "I Miss You" at the funeral. And I'm not sure what happened. I don't think I just got called up or whatever, but the funeral was crazy. It was beautiful though. It was a very beautiful. He had this glass over his body so you couldn't like touch his body. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, because you know people want to go in the casket and grab somebody. So they had this glass over his body. He had a a fire. That's one of the finest funeral I ever seen. Like, he had a horse and carriage, bringing him to his resting place. Like, it was dope as fuck. It was like out of a movie, you know, like especially when Webbie got up and talked.
Yeah.
You know, somebody recorded his ass. We weren't supposed to have no phones in there, but somebody ended up tape recording him, and yeah,
he went viral, I think.
Yeah, it did go viral. Yeah, that was like one of the funerals that was like out of a fucking movie for real.
Yeah, cause I just spoke with Chill about it, as far as what happened, and till this day, a lot of people, Lil Phat has influenced all the new ones, like Young Boy just came.
Oh yeah, I hear Lil Phat DNA all in the Young Boy, and it's only right, you know, like that's what he was growing up on probably. And
Lil Phat was just, man. So moving forward though, you know, that happened. Did you like, alright, I'm gonna quit the rap, or I'm about to just now take this engineering more seriously?
Well, no, actually, when that happened, I want to say they started doing a little bit more work with me when that happened. And so then they signed this artist, this chick named Wankego. Shout out to Wankego. They signed her and did work with her, and I started engineering on. See, and then they called me in to start engineering. So it was turning in from artist or whatever into, okay, now we need, you know what I'm saying, there's more opportunity for me as far as money-wise to start engineering.
So what's better, being an artist or being an engineer?
See, that's the thing, bruh. The fucking engineering, financially, is A1. But you get stuck in that. I feel it's no elevation to it. You know what I'm saying? Which it is, but I'm just not in the market for it. Like, if I was in Atlanta engineering, I'm pretty sure I would just start going way up the ladder with just versus Lafayette, which is just right here. You know, not too many people take their songs out of here, put it on the radio, do a video for it, and just push it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you rarely get that around this area. It's like they might get on this radio, and then that's just good enough for them. So I feel as an engineer, like I feel stuck behind the computer sometimes. And Lord, I'm not complaining or whatever. I'm just stating facts.
Yeah.
I feel there's no elevation in that job. But financially, it's everything I need. It pays all the bills.